SCP-239, aka the Witch Child. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-239 is to be kept within a one-room cell furnished with one bed, one EKG machine, and one IV to be filled with pentobarbital mixed with data expunge to be revealed daily. Under no circumstances is SCP-239 to be removed from her containment area at any given time. The walls of this cell are to be coated with an acetylcyl lead alloy. Only Class 2 personnel are allowed any contact with SCP-239 at any time. All personnel guarding SCP-239's containment area are to be equipped with telekill headgear made from SCP-148. The subject's proper name is Sergeros Advanced. Under absolutely no condition should the subject ever be awakened. Any personnel found attempting to awaken the subject will be immediately terminated. Description: SCP-239 appears to be an 8-year-old girl, 1 meter in height and 20 kilograms in weight. Subject has shoulder-length blonde hair. Upon closer inspection, the subject's eyes shimmer her gray-green shade. Subject seems to emit previously undiscovered form of radiation, which has been named redacted. These waves seem to be harmless in low concentrations, but in higher concentrations could break down matter on the subatomic level. SCP-239 seemingly has the ability to do whatever she expresses a will to do. Put simply, the subject can do anything that she truly wants to do on a basal psychological level, as long as she is conscious. Fortunately, she only seems to be able to affect herself in her immediate surroundings. Therefore, if she can see it, she can change it. It would not be the most prudent course of action. However, to try to test how powerful she can be, she seems to be able to cause create and affect living matter. For example, when a D-class personnel now accidentally caused harm, she simply wished him away. Fortunately, when the subject was made to feel guilty for what she had done, she wished him back. SCP-239's self-preservation instinct makes her virtually invincible, but while she is conscious, subject's skin cannot be punctured by anything except SCP-148. As a method of controlling the subject's stability, she has been told that she is a witch. This, besides improving morale greatly, makes her believe that she is unable to use her abilities outside of a pre-approved list of spells given her by the SCP Foundation. This will hopefully prevent any and all attempted escapes. However, the subject is to be kept calm at all times to prevent any subconscious wish to harm to herself or others. Origin: SCP-239 came to the attention of the Foundation very soon after her birth, and redacted approximately 3 hours after her subject's birth. Redacted. Hospital was destroyed by an explosion. The press was informed that it was due to a gas leak. SCP teams were dispatched shortly to search the site for any abnormalities. The only person they were able to locate was SCP-239. For the next 8 years, the subject was raised under SCP care as of redacted did 2000. Since subject is to be kept in medically induced coma until further notice, this decision was made by data expunged. SCP-239 is permanently contained in Site 17. Note from Dr. Redacted, dated December 26, 2004. Who the heck thought it'd be a good idea to tell her about Santa Claus and then tell her that it was just a story? Now we have another potential SCP to deal with, but we can't catch him because he is magic. Dr. A. Clef's report. My analysis of the situation has led me to the conclusion that an SCP-239 is an unacceptable containment security risk. Although several proposals have been made reusing her for containing other SCPs. The example of SCP-953 and others serve as a stark reminder of the risk of overestimating the Foundation's ability to control SCPs with reality-altering powers. I would therefore like to make the following proposal. A piercing implement will be constructed of SCP-148, capable of penetrating in SCP-239's and otherwise impenetrable skin. This tool will be used to kill SCP-239, and while she is asleep and her powers are neutralized. Because of the danger of SCP-239 at awakening and resisting termination, it is my recommendation that the selected operative carry SCP-668 as well, in order to minimize complications. One of the dangers of this procedure is the possibility that SCP-239 will awaken and see the operative as a friend or a good person, thus changing reality to match. It is for this reason that I would like to volunteer to carry out the procedure personally. A review of my personnel file should indicate that my data expunge should allow me to carry out the operation even after a reality shift of this nature. Clef.